afternoon, respected President, respected Vice President, respected Home Minister Rajnath Singh ji, respected Arvind Kejriwal ji, and distinguished guest. Pranab Mukherjee, the 30th President of India, defies definition. I've been trying to look for a definition, how to define a personality, but all my journalism experience has failed me. Yet, if you have to sum up his biography, only one word comes to my mind, that the national interest. President Pranab Mukherjee represents truly the national interest. Starting as a dedicated politician from Merathi in West Bengal, the president has traveled far. He has performed numerous roles and duties. Each one of them needed a different skill. It is therefore very difficult to measure his vision and wisdom. From a restrictive perspective, irrespective of the color of the flag and the party he worked for, President Mukherjee's personality reflects the real, beautiful, and elegant colors of a rainbow. Now he is the conscious keeper of not only India, but also of Indian Constitution. In his political career of over 5 decades, India has always come first for him. Regardless of politics, consensus through persuasion has always been President Mukherjee's strength. And at international forums, as Finance, Commerce, and External Affairs Minister, he has argued the India's story with vigor and success. As President, his path-breaking tours have taken the message of India to countries where no other president has gone before. He has been honored with doctorates and degrees. He has won national and international accolades. He has authored many books. He is also an aesthete who appreciates the refined realms of literature and arts. Still, he remains rooted to India and its people. A loving husband and father, a doting grandfather, a loyal son, a sibling, President Mukherjee exemplifies the ideal of real India. He has brought dignity to every office he has held and glory to the great Lutyens edifice, which dominates Indian political life from the heights of Raisina Hills. He is a president unlike any other. He is conscious of the national heritage that symbolizes the gravitas of the presidency. In the national interest, he has served the poor and the so elevated Indian culture to the position it deserves. He has brought history alive by ordering the restoration of Rashtrapati Bhavan's neglected artifacts, paintings, and even buildings that stood in various states of despair. The traditionalism in him coexists with modernist. Rashtrapati Bhavan has seen many technological innovation, is each sufficient, and has schemed projects to educate and empower the children and other residents who live on the grounds of Rashtrapati Bhavan. President Mukherjee is restoring the past and keeping the present vibrant as a tribute to India's glorious future. Together, they represent the unity of our national interest. In the book being released today, we have tried to capture the personality and the career of the man, his subtle mind and deep experience and knowledge, which carved the contours of the contemporary politics and governance. Defining it all in one volume is difficult, since President Mukherjee also belongs to the glorious pages of contemporary history. Still, in his own way, the Nationalist President is a celebration of Pranab Mukherjee, the president, the political leader, and human being behind it all. We decided to bring out this book because he has completed 3 years, and his 18th birthday is going to be in December. So wish him all the best. This is our tribute to him. We can do much more, but he belongs to the entire country and is a statesman which India is watching and the global world is also watching. Thank you very much, Mr. President.
आदरणीय राष्ट्रपति महोदय, आदरणीय उपराष्ट्रपति महोदय, देवी एवं सज्जनों, सबसे पहले तो मैं बधाई देना चाहता हूं श्री प्रभु चावला को, जिन्होंने राष्ट्रपति महोदय को केंद्र बिंदु में रखकर एक कॉफी टेबल बुक तैयार किया है। और यह काम जो उन्होंने किया है, इसे मैं कई मायनों में वजनदार मानता हूं। इसलिए वजनदार नहीं मानता हूं कि कॉफी टेबल बुक का वजन अधिक है। वजनदार इसलिए मैं मानता हूं कि जिस व्यक्ति को केंद्र बिंदु में रखकर यह कॉफी टेबल बुक का संपादन संकलन उन्होंने किया है, वह व्यक्ति भारत के राजनीतिक क्षेत्र में एक अपना वजन रखता है। इसलिए मैं उसे कहता हूं कि वजनदार काम उन्होंने किया है। भारत के राजनीतिक जगत में उनके वजन का जहां तक प्रश्न है, मैं समझता हूं कि यहां किसी को बतलाने की आवश्यकता नहीं है। इस हकीकत से सभी लोग परिचित हैं कि आज तक जितने भी महामहिम राष्ट्रपति हुए हैं, मैं किसी की कोई तुलना करने का कोई हमारा ये मकसद नहीं है, लेकिन इस हकीकत को कोई नकार नहीं पाएगा कि 5 दशक तक यानी 50 वर्षों तक लगातार भारत की राजनीति में यदि किसी व्यक्ति ने बराबर अपनी अहमियत और अपना वजन बनाकर रखा हो, वो भारत का राष्ट्रपति हुआ हो, तो ऐसे राष्ट्रपति हैं हमारे आज के राष्ट्रपति आदरणीय प्रणब मुखर्जी। चाहे रक्षा मंत्रालय हो, विदेश मंत्रालय हो, वित्त मंत्रालय हो, हर प्रमुख मंत्रालयों की जिम्मेदारी जहां उन्होंने संभाली है, एक गृह मंत्रालय छूट गया है, तो उसे कंपनसेट करने के लिए मैं यहां पर खड़ा हूं। इनको हाउस में भी मंत्री के रूप में परफॉर्म करते हुए मैंने देखा है, और जब कभी भी हमारे आदरणीय राष्ट्रपति जी मंत्री के रूप में उत्तर देने के लिए खड़े होते थे, उस समय भी सुना है। और जब सांसदों के प्रहार जब होते थे सरकार के ऊपर, इनके ऊपर प्रहार नहीं होते थे, सरकार के ऊपर जब प्रहार होते थे, उसका जवाब देने के लिए जब खड़े होते थे, तो कभी कभी एक गुस्से में लाल भी मैंने अपने राष्ट्रपति महोदय को देखा है। लेकिन आप सभी मेरी इस बात से सहमत होंगे, उत्तर देते समय कभी गुस्से में पूरी तरह से जिसका चेहरा लाल हो जाए, उसके बाद भी कोई सांसद बुरा नहीं मानता था। और जिस वाक्य का लोग प्रयोग करते थे, मैं उस वाक्य की भी चर्चा कर देना चाहता हूं, दादा नाराज हो गए हैं, शांत हो जाओ। क्योंकि इस बात की पक्की गारंटी थी कि यदि दादा नाराज हुए हैं तो 1-2 मिनट के अंदर दादा ठंडे भी हो जाएंगे, और जो उत्तर हम की अपेक्षा वो करते हैं, वो उसका उत्तर भी उनको मिल जाएगा। प्रतिपक्ष में रहते हुए भी मैंने देखा है, कंसेंसस बनाने में, आम सहमति बनाने में, यदि कोई सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट रोल प्ले करता था, तो आज के हमारे महामहिम राष्ट्रपति महोदय करते थे, कंसेंसस बनाने में। चाहे कितना भी कद्दावर विपक्ष का कोई व्यक्ति क्यों न रहा हो, यदि एक बार प्रणब दादा पहुंच जाते थे, तो अपने आप वह पानी पानी हो जाता था, ठंडा हो जाता था। वह भूमिका निभाते हुए मैंने देखा है। एक घटना और मुझे याद आती है, हो सकता है कि 1 मिनट मेरा समय अधिक लग जाए। स्वच्छ भारत अभियान जब प्रारंभ हुआ था, मुझे यह कल्पना नहीं थी कि भारत के राष्ट्रपति स्वयं अपने हाथ में झाड़ू लेकर सफाई करेंगे। मैं अपना व्यक्तिगत विचार यहां पर मैं व्यक्त करना चाहता हूं। झाड़ू लगाते हुए जिस समय मैंने देखा था प्रणब दादा को, मैं केवल भारत के राष्ट्रपति को नहीं देख रहा था, बल्कि सचमुच यदि व्यक्तिगत मेरी भावना है, मैं भारत के राष्ट्रपिता को भी उसमें देख रहा था। प्रोटोकॉल को तोड़कर जिस तरीके से उन्होंने काम किया, उसे देश भूल नहीं सकता है। जब कभी मैं टेलीविजन के पर्दे पर देखा कि धोती पहने हुए, नंगी बदन, जनेऊ धारण करते हुए, किए हुए पूजा करते हैं, घंटों बैठकर जब वो पूजा करते हैं, जब टेलीविजन के पर्दे पर मैंने देखा है, तो मैं सचमुच इस नतीजे पर पहुंचता हूं कि भारतीयता और राष्ट्रीयता की यह प्रतिमूर्ति तो हैं ही, भारतीय संस्कृति की उदार और उदात्त विचारधारा भी इनके अंदर प्रतिबिंबित होती है। पूरे इनके पॉलिटिकल कैरियर की यदि समीक्षा करें, तो मुझे एक वाक्य में कहना हो तो मैं कह सकता हूं कि हमारे आज के राष्ट्रपति महोदय ने जीवन में जो राजनीति की है, वो केवल सरकार बनाने के लिए नहीं, केवल सरकार में बने रहने के लिए राजनीति नहीं की है। राजनीति यदि इन्होंने की है तो देश बनाने के लिए की है, समाज बनाने के लिए की है। ऐसे व्यक्तित्व के संबंध में श्री प्रभु चावला जी ने जो ये कॉफी टेबल बुक का संपादन किया है, उसके लिए मैं पुनः उन्हें बधाई देना चाहता हूं और उनकी पूरी टीम को मैं अपनी शुभकामनाएं देता हूं। धन्यवाद।
Honorable Rashtrapati ji, Honorable Rajnath Singh ji, Honorable Chief Minister of Delhi, Honorable Members of Parliament, and friends. It is a privilege for me to be here today to release this tastefully compiled book that is a small tribute to an eminent personality. The book captures diverse moments and moods of the President, both personal and public, ranging over his long and eventful political career. The carefully chosen photographs, interspersed with relevant quotes from the President and succinct descriptions of the major events, reveal the range of experience and the depth of understanding that the present incumbent brings to this office. This book is an elegant record of the President's enlightened vision and the care he has for the people of India. It would be invaluable to anyone who seeks to better understand the life and times of Shri Pranab Mukherjee and indeed the role of the highest office in the nation. I am certain they would also be of much interest to the general public. I compliment the editor, Shri Prabhu Chawla, and his team and the publishers for bringing to a wider audience this volume. Jai Hind.
Respected Rashtrapati ji, distinguished Home Minister Shri Rajnath Singh ji, Chief Minister Delhi, Shri Arvind Kejriwal ji, distinguished members of Parliament, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. As a political animal, I did never find embarrassment or shy of speaking, but I do feel so on this occasion. Perhaps we the politicians have the habit of whenever we get a microphone, we forget any other things and go on speaking relentlessly. But truly speaking, I am feeling extremely shy of saying a few words as I have been requested on this occasion. What can I say? I did never expect that such eminent personalities would speak in such laudatory terms about me, as I always feel myself an humble political activist. True, I have been in the innings for long, and sometimes jokingly I used to describe myself that perhaps I am going to be an antique piece in the Indian political scenario, particularly in Parliament, for spending so many years from in 60s till the day. Otherwise, I would have continued and you would have to tolerate me for additional 2 years up to 2014 in Parliament. When I was chosen as the presidential candidate, and more or less as per the calculation of the votes it was known to everybody that I live in, I had my last press conference as such, and quite a few of them asked me that you sum up in one sentence of your stay, long stay in Indian political scenario. I said, perhaps I can do, and what I would like to repeat, as I said, I can do justice by quoting a line from Rabindranath Tagore in one of his beautiful songs, that I stayed so long with you, saying goodbye to the society. And this I can sum up by saying that I have received much more from you than what I have given to you. Mr. Vice President, Rajnath Singh ji, Prabhu Chawla ji and his distinguished colleagues, I can say that I perhaps do not deserve what you have said so eloquently, but I accept it with all humility as the gift from my friends, near and dear ones. I express my deep gratitude to Prabhu Chawla and his colleagues who have undertaken trouble and also made painstaking research work. Because when I began my political career or my early life, we were far away from the modernity. It is very difficult for getting my early photographs because we didn't have any. And if we had some, we have missed some. It was one of the most backward areas in our region, from where I had to do the schooling. And every day, I was very naughty boy. I used to complain to my mother, adding to her trouble almost in an endless manner, that I won't go to the school because I can't walk every day 5 plus 5, 10 kilometers. And that too, there is no road. And my mother used to tell me only simple one thing, what's the option? What would you do? Perhaps that impacted on my mind, that when there is no option, whatever is available to do, we shall have to do that. I have seen political development in this country as a member of both the houses of parliament for a pretty long period of time. I entered into Rajya Sabha as a member. That too was also a very turbulent period in the sense ruling Congress party faced a major crisis over bank nationalization. There were sharp differences. And as a consequence, Congress party was split in 1969. For the first time, a minority government was there for 1 full year. So that was the period. A new role of Indian judiciary also started unfolding, as it was unfolded in 1967, when Justice Subba Rao delivered his famous judgment on Goloknath case. On just one day before his retirement, and which redefined the concept of Indian Constitution role of parliament. Prior to that, from 1950 to 1967, every legal interpreter, constitutional expert used to say Indian parliament is almost omnipotent, can do and undo anything so far legislation is concerned. But the question mark came. And still it is not yet defined. After Goloknath case, verdict on Keshavananda Bharati case, in between 24th Amendment of the Constitution, elaborate redefinition in Article 368 of the Constitution. Despite all this, nobody can say definitely what is the basic feature of the Constitution of India, because Indian interpreter of the Indian Constitution, the highest judiciary, has said, we are not giving exhaustive definition of the basic feature, only illustrative. I'm just mentioning that all these things happened before my eyes or immediately before that. This country has made tremendous progress, no doubt. Take any particular sector, you will find there has been much advancement, but there is no limit to it. We will have to do much more. And all of you who are assembled here, in their own way, are making contribution to make the country's will moving forward. I deeply appreciate it. When I came here, some of my colleagues jokingly commented, what would you do? There is not that much work for you. But after coming here and passing 3 years, little more than 3 years, I recognize that much more is to be done. There is no end of work even in the President's office, which is strictly constitutional and not real executive. Finally, dear friends, distinguished guests, colleagues, I would just like to share one of my perception with you, which I have gathered and which I firmly believe that we cannot allow the core values of our civilization to be wasted. And that core value is, which over the years, the civilization celebrated diversity, promoted and advocated tolerance, enjoyed plurality. These core civilizational values keep us together over the centuries. Many ancient civilizations have collapsed. But despite aggression after aggression, long foreign rules, the Indian society, Indian civilization has survived because of its core civilizational values and adherence to it. And we must keep that in mind. And if we keep that in mind, nothing can prevent our democracy to move on. In the first general election, I was just a young boy, not even a voter. In those days, it was 21 years minimum requirement to be enrolled as a voter. Even at that point of time, many people thought, including the foreign experts, that how a vast country like India, having 350 million people, 17 crores 32 lakh voters in first general election, to elect 489 members of parliament from 431 constituencies, because in those days there were double member constituencies, and some constituencies had 3 members, general, scheduled caste, scheduled tribes. But the general election took place smoothly, and to recognize, the international community honored the first Chief Election Commissioner of India, Sukumar Sen, who conducted also the plebiscite in Sudan. A name of a street of that country has been named after him. And the last general elections, of which all of you participated, we had 80 crores 30 lakh voters. We elected 543 constituencies. Nearly 2/3 of the voters participated in the election. 4,852 candidates participated. And despite diversity, despite having a long period of absence of single party majority, Indian electorate decisively decided to make an end of that. Many of us thought, believed, that perhaps era of coalition has reached and no single party majority would ever be possible. So it has, the marvel of Indian democracy has its own strength, and we must celebrate that, preserve that, promote that. Once again, I express my deep appreciations to all of you for honoring me by your presence and saying such laudatory things. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.